Hello, dreamers. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Cherish, Live, and Dream. I am your host, YaYa.
And I am your host, Jay. And we
are
are your hope dealers.
So, listen, family, cousins, cousinettes, we are checking in today.
Mm-hmm.
We are just going to talk, we are going to chat, and just check on each other and just see how we are doing.
Yes.
Sometimes we take that for granted. We always feel like there needs to be some sort of agenda or, just some sort of schedule, activity, what have you, when all we need to do is just check in. Checking in can just do wonders
Mm-hmm.
and, be a time where you can relax, relate, and
Release. Jalisa.
a different word, right?
Yes.
So, Jay,
Yes.
checking in.
Checking in.
How you doing, girl?
I am really tired. I am going to be so honest. This time change has really gotten me. I mean, I know they say, spring forward, fall backwards. Okay. So we have fallen backwards and we have gained an hour. But technically, have we really gained an hour? Because during the time that you were originally be asleep, you're still awake. So like if somebody goes to bed at 10, right now it's really 9, so they ain't in bed at the time that they normally would be in bed. So they're actually going to bed an hour later.
So you
right?
are losing.
Yeah, so I'm confused.
So is it really backwards?
Yeah, the whole system is backwards. But I don't understand why we still do it, but I'm not a farmer, so but I would think at this day and time, like the way that technology is,
that we wouldn't need it anymore.
Right. Because it was for the farmers, correct?
I gotta say, girl, pardon my ignorance.
Okay, I might be ignorant
and
in
I
this
might
area
have been
then.
absent that day.
Okay. But I really thought it was.
I didn't know it was based on the farmers. Is that why we have the farmers almanac?
Let's drink on that because I have the slightest idea. But all I know is that okay, so your clock is saying 10:39, but
Right.
technically our bodies is saying it's 11:39.
So we're not you. So no, we are gaining, but we're losing.
Right, because technically, if somebody normally goes to bed at 10 o'clock, they're still up. Well, no, 11 o'clock. I done messed it up. See, this is why maybe I shouldn't even be talking about that subject. But all I can say is I'm tired. And I know it takes your body probably at least about a good 2 weeks before you get accustomed to it.
Well, girl, you know me.
Stay asleep,
all the
always
time.
tired.
But listen, I am awake when I need to be awake. And I know we're just kind of just checking in and chatting. But you guys remember a show or two ago where Jay was getting on me about not showing up when I need to? I actually went to the football game, y'all.
She did go to the football game, and she pretty much
did.
complained the majority of the time when she was there. And she was planning on leaving at halftime, but we convinced her to stay. She stayed at least till what? The beginning of fourth quarter, maybe?
Yes, and it was torture. Not because I was out amongst people. That might have been it.
That's definitely
But
it.
listen, I did not share this with anyone while I was there because it was like some gentlemen folk around. But girl, my boobs were frozen. They were like doing something weird.
Were your nipples like
They were
contracting?
Like...
Yeah, that does happen if you're out in the cold.
And I was like, is this because my body is like, we're not used to being outside? Like,
yeah, but mine was doing the same thing. Because it was really cold outside. It really was.
I was like, I'm not pregnant, so I feel like my boobs were like,
yeah, they're just very sensitive.
When they fill up
yeah.
with milk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're very sensitive. Speaking of that, let me tell you something that happened funny. After I had Chase, I was trying to dry my milk up. And, old school, they say you use like lettuce leaves or cabbage, whichever one. Like, this is really a true story, you guys. So I had put the cabbages, in my bra or whatever, because she wouldn't latch on. I don't understand why, but she wouldn't latch on. But anyway, so I ended up getting sick that night, and I had to be taken to the emergency room.
Oh, wow.
So as I'm in the ambulance and they're transporting me, I had to tell the guy that
You
I
know
had
what,
cabbage
child?
that I had cabbages, that I had cabbages in my bra. Girl, when they took them things out, they were so wilted and like and like a dark green color. Girl, I was so embarrassed because I knew these people were looking like, what in the world does she have going on? And so you know how your mom always say, make sure you have on like good
Good
underwear
underwear.
and all that kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And I had to tell the man, I said, "Sir, I am so sorry, but I have cabbages in my bra." And he was like, "What?" And I was running the temperature because my temperature was like 105.
So, did you get sick because of the cabbage?
No, I got sick because I ended up having an abscess somehow, some way on my kidney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was after Chase. So I think, well, they told me what happened was when they popped the water
Mm-hmm.
to make my water pop, it ended up giving me an infection,
Oh,
and so it
okay.
went up to my kidneys. But anyway, so here I am in the ambulance and having to tell this man that I have cabbages in my bra. I was so embarrassed. And when they took those cabbages out, I mean, when I say dark green and wilted and just,
Girl, I wonder if they
yeah.
took him in for a biopsy.
Because I was trying to dry up my milk. So who would have thought
Girl,
that,
that
yeah.
remind me of an episode of something you might see on the X Files.
I used to watch the X Files back in the day. I tried to rewatch it again, and I'm not into Scully and Mulder like I used to be.
Girl, I love Scully and Mulder. I look at them on a daily. So this is what I watch, guys. You all know Golden Girls is my number one go-to.
Yes, Rose. Mm-mm.
Wait, why
Correction,
Rose?
Blanche. I meant Blanche. I didn't mean Rose.
Okay, Dorothy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched Law and Order,
Yes.
and now I'm back on the X Files. And actually, they have put the movie out,
Mm-hmm.
X File movie. I mean, it came out like in '96, but it's on Hulu now, so I will be watching that.
You know what's back on Hulu?
What?
And I'm gonna watch it again. Single White Female.
Oh,
It's on there. We need to watch that. And I watched An Eye for an Eye today. You remember that one?
mm-mm.
With Sally Fields and Keith
Oh
Sutherland.
yeah.
Me
The,
and
the killer killed their daughter or something.
uh-huh.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yep, that was good.
Speaking of killing,
Mm.
I was thinking the other day when Aiden had a gerbil. Girl, it became my gerbil.
Okay. Normally that's how it happens with
And so
pets.
I was trying to clean out the cage,
Mm-hmm.
and girl, Aiden named him Jack.
Okay.
Girl, Jack about got away. I had karate chop Jack in the middle of his back.
Did you break
Oh,
his
look,
back?
animal people.
Oh, you in
Listen.
trouble. Oh, yes, honey, because they care about animals
Don't
when they do
cancel me.
humans.
Don't cancel me. Jack was not harmed doing this. You know how in the movies they be like the animals were not harmed.
Right.
But I had to stop him because I didn't want him to get away. But Jack almost lost his life that night. So anyway,
These
I
people gonna be mad at you.
realized that I could no longer care for Jack. So we took him back to PetSmart to be with his family.
How many days you have them?
Like a week. And I called PetSmart. I said, listen, this is not working out. This adoption. Can we return Jack to his family?
Mm.
And so they said, bring Jack back. And
Okay.
we took him back.
Uh-huh.
Said our little goodbyes. But yeah, I almost was booked on, what is it called when you kill an animal?
Cruelty to animals, maybe?
Yeah, but
or...
I'm not making light, you animal people. I know, and that probably don't, I'm just putting my big old foot in my mouth. I'm so sorry. Let me just move on.
At least you gave Jack back.
Yes, I gave Jack back. You know what I was thinking about? So that was a while ago. I never told anybody about this.
Oh, this is getting ready to be good. If she ain't never told it.
No, this is serious, y'all. Because I always wonder what happened to the guy. So, Jonette and I, we have like this joke about me stopping to help people. that I see on the road. This ministry started long before I met Jay, so I have continued in my ministry. But there was this time this feeble guy was walking. I said, "Oh my goodness!" So me being who I am, I stopped. This guy, talking about he was walking to Florida.
And where were you?
I was in North Carolina at the time.
But what part?
Closer to back home, Laurinburg. So you know what I did?
You drove him to Florida.
Girl, no.
I get ready to say.
I actually bought his bus ticket.
That was nice.
I bought his
You
bus
planted a
ticket.
seed.
And I said, wonder what's going on with old Mister.
You remember his name?
I do, but I don't want to say his name because I don't know where he is or where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say Mr. T.
Okay.
How
long ago was that?
This was a while ago. And I never shared it because, you know, when you do stuff for people,
yeah,
it shouldn't be
publicized
for show or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I just felt really.
You do it in secret.
Yeah, and so I bought his bus ticket, but I wasn't no fool though. We went to the bus station, and I bought the ticket, make sure his name and everything was on there and stuff like that. So it wasn't like I gave him the money. And
he did elsewhere with it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was so funny. He said, "Oh my God," he said, "I probably wouldn't have." I don't remember what time of the year it was, but he was like, "I probably wouldn't have made it to Florida until about Thanksgiving." He probably didn't mean for me to laugh. I think he was serious. I said Thanksgiving. But anyway, girl, you know I be putting my foot in my mouth even at the.
Did he have a lot of stuff with him, or was just him? Oh, did he really?
Did. Yeah, and so I was just like, But anyway, I hope he made it to Florida, and if he ever hears this or see me,
that's a blessing.
You know, so. But I say all that to say, y'all, sometimes you just gotta help people. You just gotta help them, and don't even think about, oh, what if they don't do right by your help? That's not for you to know or figure out that time because you know it's gonna come back to you. I
That's right.
That.
Yep, I believe that too. I do. I believe that too.
So yeah, I hope he made it. You know,
it was a blessing. But she is always picking up people or helping people when their cars are, you know, in the road, in the middle of the road. She gonna pull over out there trying to push cars and carry on. She even told me a story that she picked up a man and told him, "I will cut you if you try to do something to me." And I'm like, "Yeah." So she has this ministry of picking up people and getting them to their destinations. But, you know, at this day and time, it's dangerous, but she has good discernment on the people that she, you know, should and should not help. So I thank the Lord that she is still here with me.
Yes.
Because she recently stopped and got someone. And she said when that leg came out that door, she knew he was not an old man.
Listen, this man had me directing traffic.
And she never got his name.
I didn't get his name or his number. I tell you what, my dating game is non-existent. Speaking of, I'm in the food line. That's what we have down here, down south. It's a grocery store. And so I'm getting some chicken nuggets and fries. And the guy that's bagging it, he was like, "Oh, you getting chicken nuggets and fries? And that's a good meal right there." And I'm not crazy, but I was like, "Have a good day." Not even realizing that I think he was trying to hit on me.
He was trying to holler. He was. And it just went over her head.
Yeah, y'all. I've been so single so long. I don't even know if somebody trying to talk to me or just being nice. So
just take advantage of either or, and then you'll figure out if they're trying to talk to you or be nice.
But if my future person is watching, y'all got to be real clear about that thing. You have got to say in your own words clearly, "I am trying to hit on you. I am not really interested in your chicken nuggets and fries."
Please don't be interested in chicken nuggets and fries because she need to cook. But I'm so proud of her because yesterday she sent me a photo of some chicken wingettes. And they were actually seasoned very well to where she thought that, you know, it was too much seasoning, but it was not. It was the amount of seasoning I would have put on them. And she baked them in the oven. And I was very, very proud of her. So she is trying to step out a little bit and cook. So when God sends her her future mate, she'll be able to, kind of navigate the kitchen a little bit better.
Wait a minute, Jay. You going too far.
Oh, am I?
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing it? So you're not going to cook?
Do I have to?
Yes, it would be nice.
I mean, I might do. See, Jay, when she cooks like she get in there. She's in it, like her heart and her soul.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you eat her food, you can tell it was made with some love.
Mm.
Now, when you eat my food, you can tell it was made because somebody we just had to eat.
Do you have any of those chicken wings left?
No, but Aiden ate some. So listen, y'all, my child is a very, very picky eater.
Very.
So he actually ate them.
Okay.
So I don't know if he ate them because
he was hungry. He had no choice.
Hungry, he had no choice, or he actually liked them. But yeah, cooking is not really my spiritual gift. And
I didn't know how to be a spiritual gift.
It's not really my spiritual gift, guys. So, but my sister and my brother, they're really good cooks, but it just skipped all over me.
It did. She absolutely does nothing. So we had a cookout recently, and her and my daughter, they just sat around with their feet up and just drank the virgin daiquiris, and they just, kind of sat around and just, made sure that they were waited on, and while everyone else was in the kitchen, and I was preparing baked beans and macaroni and cheese, and Tamika was on the grill. Hey, Mika, we giving you another shout out. Our hairstylist, by the way.
Yes.
You know. So, yeah. So y'all and Chase just sat back and just laughed and talked and just had everybody to wait on them.
As we critiqued the food, it said,
yes.
I think Chase said it needed some more. Now, I thought what was that, chili? What was that?
No, they were baked beans with meat.
Yeah. So
with hamburger meat
liked
and
it,
green beans.
It was perfect.
Not green beans, green onions.
Princess Chase.
Yes.
My best friend is what I call her. Again, we did nothing.
Absolutely nothing. And I can't say y'all, we did go to the grocery store.
But I did not go. I told Jay, I ain't finna go over here by myself.
She did not know what to get. She was nervous and all that, so we bought the stuff together. But yes, she and Princess Chase just sat around. But Chase, I did feel like, though, I could have used another can of beans. It was more meat than it was beans. It wasn't really balanced out.
It was good.
It was good, though.
And it got gone.
It did. And that crock pot macaroni and cheese got gone, too.
Yes.
And it is a very great recipe.
So listen, Jay is a very, very good cook, y'all.
Thank you.
Is.
Appreciate it.
I don't know. Maybe one day maybe we'll do a cooking segment.
Okay. That'll be something different.
Maybe we'll, have Jay do what she does, and I'll just be standing there waiting for it to
sampling. Yes. Yes, sampling like she does.
Yeah, but it's really not my fault that I'm the way that I am.
And why is that? You grown now. Ain't no excuse. I don't want to hear it, but I want to hear it.
A show about not using, sometimes not using how we grew up as an excuse of how we are as an adult. Well, this time, guys, I'm going to use this as an excuse because it's really not my fault. So my dad was the cook in the family.
Okay.
My mother did not cook.
All right.
So I got that from her. Now my mother could cook, and she's passed, but she did cook like when my dad was sick, during his birthdays.
Oh, Matthew. When is Matthew's birthday?
It's December 24th.
Oh, he's on Christmas Eve.
Came in.
Never mind. Yes, I do.
We can't repeat this.
No, we cannot. No, we cannot.
So when he was either sick or for whatever reason he could not cook, she would cook. But for the most part, my dad cooked, which is why whomever I get with, they're gonna have to cook, or we just gonna be eating out. So I'm telling y'all that from jump. And yes, it is a deal breaker. Mm-hmm. It's a deal breaker.
So suppose you find someone that don't cook and you love him to pieces, what you gonna do?
How we gonna eat?
What you eating now?
Girl, we gonna be eating chicken nuggets and fries.
And those chicken drumettes that she made, and what else you do? You do spaghetti.
I do. So the chicken drumettes. So now I can do the chicken drumettes. Spaghetti. I make a pretty good spaghetti and a pretty good chicken Alfredo, but that's about it.
That's good. I mean, that's good. And put a salad with it. All you gotta do is add some corn on the cob.
So you done went to.
Corn on the cob, all you do is put it in boiled water with some butter and a tad bit of salt,
But
if
don't you
need
have to
be.
put all that stuff on it to make it taste like something?
Oh, what stuff? After it comes out, you put butter and pepper on it. What stuff?
Girl, we be eating some spicy corn.
Or are you talking about like when the people wrap it up and they
Yeah, they
season
have
it?
all that. Oh, I'm thinking about that Mexican corn.
Ain't
Is
nobody
that
doing no Mexican corn now. We African Americans, we just do corn.
it?
I don't know about that. Now I can buy a can of Mexican corn and it has the jalapenos and the red peppers or something, and I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Listen, you know
mean,
what?
I
I'm
just
just
do
gonna be
regular corn.
okay. I just got to be honest with myself.
Yeah, be honest with yourself. Ain't no need to lie to yourself.
I am just not interested in cooking
Yeah, if your heart's not in it,
at
then it's just not
all.
in it.
And the only reason why the little bit of cooking that I do is because I have a child.
He's
But
lasted this
lucky for
long.
me, what you say?
He's lasted this long.
Listen, lucky for me, he's a very, very picky eater, so I don't have to worry about these extravagant meals. But I just don't like it. I just don't. And you probably wonder why how she stays so fluffy. Because there are other ways to eat.
She has it down pat, I promise.
Yeah,
I
but I just
promise.
don't like it. I had text my family were on a group chat.
Uh-huh.
I texted, I was so annoyed.
Why?
Because I had to cook. I did not want to. Anyway,
I love cooking.
I know you do.
See, Chase, like for instance, Thanksgiving is coming up, and she doesn't care for turkey. I know, and well, I should say, I love turkey wings, and I have this great turkey wing recipe, and it is the bomb. And I'm thinking like, turkey wings, stuffing, cabbage, macaroni and cheese, and some yams
Mm.
with some rolls.
Yes.
Sweet tea or either pink lemonade.
Mm.
But with this crowd, you got to fry chicken or something for her, and then she'll eat. Well, no, because she doesn't eat yams and she doesn't eat cabbage.
I'm pulling all sorts of cards.
That's what I'm saying. She doesn't like anything smothered in gravy. So, like, if I do hamburger and gravy and mashed potatoes or rice or something, she don't like that. She doesn't care for cube steak and gravy. Like those are just like hearty meals that we grew up on.
Yes.
That crowd ain't studying any of that. Give her a pizza and salad, or give her, some. She likes baked chicken.
She's bourgeoisie.
She really is bougie.
Bourgeois.
And
She
let's
got it
see.
from her auntie.
Yes,
really
she
think
did.
I'm bougie. I'm not bougie.
Yes, you are.
Y'all, I am hot. I don't know if it's this wonderful hair I'm wearing or the perimenopause that I'm going through. But I'm hot. I'm about to sweat on this scalp.
Do you think it's the light?
No, because I'm used to the light. I don't know what's going on. I done turned my AC on.
Yeah, and down. It's on 71 or either 70.
Hip. As my grandma would say. Hip. It's hot in here. Girl, speaking of my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
So she loved, what's that song? Christ the Savior. So you know they get ready to start playing that.
Oh, this is Merry Christmas. Silent Night. Yes, Silent Night.
Come on.
Holy night. All is cool. All is right. Round yon heaven.
Girl, you don't sing right if you don't do that.
If you don't do that part. Yes. What's that group? I mean, I've been hearing that since I was little.
Is it the Temptations?
It is.
Merry
Christmas from the Temptations. But you know what? I just had a memory though. Christmas is not the way that it used to be. Because when those songs and stuff was playing in the background, I just had a vision of my mom having the bowl on the coffee table with peppermint, nuts, apples, and oranges. And when you would go to grandma's house, you would get a paper bag with some socks. Holla at your girl.
Girl, you
Peppermint, them thick, them walnut, the light brown walnuts, and some candy canes, and one apple and one orange. And your grandma would say, "Merry Christmas." And you bet not sit there with your lip poked out and have an attitude because grandma was not giving you all that.
Girl, when the matriarchs died off, the families, all the way apart.
It really does. It really, really does. But that was our Christmas. They would play those, type of Christmas songs. I mean, let's be honest. You got the card table over there. I mean, they playing tunk. They got the money out. The kids, all the cousins, they in the back. They running around. They having a good time. And family was family. Family came together and they partied or they argued, but argued in a funny way.
Right.
And that's just what it was. And remember the candy that kind of had that was like shaped in like swirls, and then it had like, come on y'all, don't lose me. It was like in a can, like in a tin can.
Oh yeah.
And the candies were all different colors and stuff.
They be sticking together.
Yes.
But
that was our Christmas, and it was like so memorable. And now you don't see no
commercialized now.
It really has turned into big marketing tactics to where you have all these people going out here and buying Christmas gifts and spending money that they really don't have. And I'll be honest with you, I brought Chase up that way. I'm just like, listen, Christmas is about Jesus. For those who believe on what Christmas is really all about. I bless you on your birthday, the day that you was born. If you were born on December 25th, that's one thing. All of us weren't born on December 25th. And if you think that I'm getting ready to buy everybody that I know a Christmas gift, listen, rent is coming, 6 days later?
And it's stressful trying to
do all that for people, and you end up being in debt.
Right.
And so it just, you just lose the real value of what Christmas is about. So yeah, I like to bless my people on their birthday. Now, back in the day before it really hit me and I was doing things kind of out of order, girl, I used to buy and buy and buy for people. But girl, I done bought for so many people, I don't even talk to them crowds no more. Give me my Christmas gift back. Give my doggone Christmas gift back.
Some fruitcakes.
Yeah. Ooh, those things are disgusting.
I've never had one.
I can't. I haven't either. The way it looked, I just can't get past how it looked. So I'm a visual person. If something don't look right, I'm not eating it. You can say, "Oh, girl, this is good." If the presentation is off, I don't care who cooked it. If it does not look appealing to my eye, I'm not trying it. Sorry.
Hey, girl, us black folks, some people of color. Well, black. I'm going off what I know.
Yeah.
We be like,
you have to know. You have to know, because listen, everybody cannot cook,
and everybody
are not clean. Let's just be real about it. Everybody does not keep a clean house.
Do not.
Or a clean bathroom. Your kitchen and your bathroom. If nothing else is clean in your house, your kitchen and your bathroom should be clean.
Yes. So our viewers and our listeners, just know if I am invited to any of your functions, I am going to be wondering who cooked what.
That's right.
And if it was catered.
That's right.
And even if it was catered, who
catered it? Catered it. We want to know who catered it.
Girl, get back to Christmas. Do you remember the big Christmas book that used to come out? Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to take
what like a catalog?
Yes.
Oh yeah, like Spiegel and J.C. Penney and all those catalogs.
But it would be thick, and you would go through and circle everything that you wanted, but you probably wasn't gonna get.
Yeah, you had Brindles back then. Remember Brindles? Y'all didn't have a Brindles?
I don't know anything about a Brindles. We had what was the name of that? Woody's.
Okay, that must have been up north.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, yeah. Here down south, we had a Brindles. That was Radio Shack, Brindles. Toys R Us was big back then. Tallheimers or either Ivy's was big. That it then turned into Hex.
Oh, okay.
And then it turned into
Dillard's.
Yeah, and so it stopped at Dillard's so far.
Is there still a Dillard's?
I think so. It used to be a mall by where I live, but it's no longer. Which I can't believe that that mall is gone. But yeah, I think we still have a Dillard's. You know, we don't have any more J.C. Penney's down here, do we? Because the one in North Hills,
You mean to tell me Jacques Panay?
I know, no longer exists.
Girl, I used to stay in Jacques Panay.
Listen, they would send that $10 coupon, $10 off,
Girl, I
$10
would
or
stay in
more.
Jacques.
Man, you just get something that costs $12, and you can spend $2 and some change, and you would be racked up. But yeah, so what else was big back then when we were growing up? Like I said, Toys R Us, Brindle's, Radio Shack. Um, what was one of the music stores that was real popular back then? We used to have some records and stuff.
Yeah, it was big. I can't even
We used
think
to have
of it.
Mr. Freeze downtown Raleigh. I mean, yeah, but we used
Mr. Freeze.
mm-hmm.
A
Yeah.
store? A record store?
Uh-huh. It was downtown Raleigh.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Very popular back in the day.
Girl, this has nothing to do with holidays, but when Jay was talking about presentation, it made me think of this guy that I met years ago,
Mm-hmm.
circa 2011. Girl, and y'all, I'm really not that shallow, but I am about to sound shallow. Maybe I am. Girl, when I tell you that his grill,
That means his teeth. Just for those who don't know, she's not talking about like a grill where you grill food.
his grill was so amazingly interrupted.
So he was missing a couple of teeth. He had a couple of swings missing from the swing set.
Let me tell y'all, his grill was so interrupted that I had to ask him what was wrong. This crowd says he was in a car accident and that his I'm trying to be very nice about it. So that's why I'm saying his teeth were interrupted during the accident and he was waiting on the settlement to get his mouth fixed. And he said he could have gone through his insurance, but he was waiting on the settlement. I said, well, how long ago was this? This nut gonna talk about, about 5-6 years ago. Sir, I'm gonna need you to go through your insurance.
At this point, it's past
I'm gonna need you to go through your insurance, uninterrupt your teeth. At this point, they were probably gonna put in the veneers because his teeth was so interrupted that there was no.
And so he tried to talk to you?
Yes, but girl, let me tell you, before he opened his mouth, but see how he was talking, I could tell he was trying to hide something, but I didn't realize he was hiding World War II in his mouth.
So was he talking to you like
he was covered? Yeah, then when he would laugh, he would, cover his mouth. But you know me, I am a detective by nature.
She knows it. That's just all it is. That crowd just knows
if there's some information out there that needs to be found and it's out there, I'm gonna find it. So anyway, I had to know about his teeth, and then that's what happened. But needless to say, I couldn't wait another 5 or 6 years for his teeth to be uninterrupted.
So was he cute?
He was cute, and he was very kind.
So where did you meet him at? Like where were you?
Food Lion.
You know what? But you not the cook. You stay in the grocery store more than anybody I know. And meet the most people, or people try to holler at you in Food Line. Yes. So
anyway,
did you give him your number?
We actually went on a date.
Oh,
the reason why I went on a date. Oh, let me back up. So that's when I asked him about his teeth going to war. And that's what he told me. But I couldn't get past it, so
where'd y'all go to?
We went to Kickback Jack.
That is not a place you want to take a date.
But girl, we were outside on the patio. I ain't crazy.
So you ain't go inside? Because you would definitely see somebody in Kickback Jacks, you know.
Not for them to ask me, when did the president say we would.
Did he pay for your meal?
He did. But if they would have saw his mouth, they would have been like, I didn't know the president had declared a war here on what you call it here on our soil. American soil.
Oh God. And you went out on a date with him, and then after that, you just.
Yeah, I couldn't get past his teeth. That's terrible, right? But y'all, I was in my early 30s, so I had some growing to do.
So you're telling me now, if he would walk up to you today, still with the same grill, you would talk to him?
I would not.
So then quit lying about your age, then, because it don't have anything to do with that. That's just not a preference. You don't. I mean.
And listen, y'all, I know I'm not perfect at all, but
you have all your teeth. I mean, you know, whatever floats your boat.
Right,
I mean,
right.
that's just you. But me personally, I never would have went out with him from the beginning.
But see, I didn't realize the damage that was actually occurring in there until we got to.
She lying. She lying. She is lying. Did you talk to him a little bit over the phone before y'all went out?
Yeah, he had great conversation.
Why didn't you have the crowd get his teeth fixed? Because he could have got reimbursed.
Girl, I wasn't even thinking that far. I was just like, he might want to come in for a kiss. I wasn't trying to explore that. Not this.
Yeah, I just wouldn't have went out with him from the beginning, but you know, that's you. Well, I'm glad you got past that. And I hope he got his teeth fixed. I hope his settlement came through.
I can't say that I got past it because I can't do no teeth.
How did he eat the chicken? Was he eating wings?
You know what? Y'all, we get her.
I am so sorry.
You know what my grandma
What
said?
did he eat? But his gums could have been strong.
My grandma said, because, you know, over the years she lost her teeth. And she hate wearing the dentures.
Oh, okay, wait a minute.
But she said your gums do actually get hard. I'm telling you what my grandma said.
I'm so sorry.
Your gums get hard.
Oh, God.
Because she was able to eat some stuff with them gums. I'm like, Grandma.
Girl, I think I'm about to lose it. Hold on.
Girl, Grandma would eat skin. You know, the real hard, not the fake ones.
Yeah, the hard ones that come in the white bag.
Be gnawing on them things.
The clear bag. Oh, God.
Grandma,
I think they showed somebody on either Facebook or TikTok that the person was eating an apple and they didn't have a child in the yard. Not
you know
one.
What?
I think we did.
A child.
Yeah. And not one. Not one.
Yeah, Grandma said your gums get hard and it adjusts to its environment.
Well, maybe that's what he's done. I mean, because if he's had, okay, so about how many teeth did he have in his mouth at the time?
It was like somebody, you know how you play jacks?
So it was like 4 teeth? Was it 4 teeth? And they were just sporadically in his mouth.
It was like broken up. It was almost like.
Were they rotten?
And see, that's the other thing. They were rotten.
And
so somebody lying. It's a dead cat on the line.
But you went out with him.
I didn't know all that was
yes,
going on.
Yes, you did. That's the first thing you look. You look at people's face when they talk to you.
But I told you he was kind of talking like this. He's kind of like, yeah, you know.
That right there couldn't have been cute. That couldn't have been cute either. Y'all, you must have been desperate to go out with that crowd.
Y'all, I was hungry.
Did you go out the same day?
No, we went out maybe 2 days later. But I was hungry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, y'all, I'm going to say in my truth. I may have known the dude had the Vietnam War going on in his mouth.
She did.
And I'm really not minimizing the Vietnam War, y'all, being that it's Veterans Day. We just all, just having fun here. But I was hungry. And when he said that he wanted to take me out, it was during the time that I wanted something to eat. That was me. Don't talk about me, y'all, because y'all know y'all do some stuff, too.
Okay. Well, one time, huh? He wouldn't have got the first date with me. I'm just saying.
So we didn't talk anymore after that.
So you ignored him? Because I know he
called
called you.
No, he was kind of upset when I asked him about his teeth.
Well, what does he expect?
I don't know. Maybe he wasn't expecting me to ask him about his teeth. But I did, so.
What did he eat? You remember?
I don't remember. I just
He was tearing it up, though, wasn't he?
Girl, I was tearing it up, too.
No, but I'm saying.
Look, I made sure I ordered my food and ate it before I asked him about his teeth, y'all, because I didn't want him to renege on it.
And it ended up being a Dutch meal.
You know what? I think he ended up making me pay for my food, y'all. Wait a minute. pay for both? I can't remember. But anyway, I was rude and out of order. But, you know, I'm not, well, I should be ashamed. But,
Did he take you there or y'all met there?
oh, no.
Okay, you met him
I
there.
hadn't started my ministry yet.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
me.
Okay. You hadn't
Of
started that
picking
yet.
up people. No, I
Wow.
met him there.
Okay. That's good.
So y'all,
That's
I
good.
know we just babbling and
We
chat
are.
and
We
carrying
are.
on,
We're
but
just
we
checking
just
in.
checking in.
Just checking in. Just checking
And we
in.
just want y'all to be able to do the same. You know, not all the time you need to have some sort of agenda.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just sit around and chat. You know, it
Yeah.
can be very fulfilling.
Yes.
Therapeutic.
Yes.
Because, you know, we got our resident doctor, nurse. Girl, I gave you some more titles the other day, and
What?
I forgot. I should have wrote them down. Evangelist, sister friend. Gosh, what was it? They were good too.
Were they good?
Yes. Deaconess.
Oh my gosh.
Everything.
Oh
So,
Lord.
you know, we get therapy while you're here, and just you know, laugh and.
Yes, laughing is
But
good.
I do want to say this though,
Okay.
because I know we kind of running over.
Yeah.
But when we go on tour,
yes,
because we are going on tour.
We are
our
going on
first
tour.
Stop is going to be Germany, because they're the ones that put us on the map first. To
Okay,
be
Germany.
international.
All right.
So we thank our Germany listeners on our podcast and those who are actually there go that daggone train, y'all.
It comes every time we are doing the show. Let's see. Can you hear it? I mean, it sounds like it is in the parking lot. I mean, it is really loud.
But Jay,
yes,
you notice every time I prophesy over our
you know
future,
what? The train.
That train comes and blow.
So Germany, we're gonna be there.
Yes,
we are. And I do not know how to speak German. Wasn't there something you were speaking in German the other night? What was that Bible study?
You know, I'll never remember that.
I think you and Pastor Steve was saying something.
Oh yeah, I can't remember
in
that
German.
I can't remember.
Yeah. And was Rose from a part of German? And where was she from?
No, she was from St. Olaf. That was,
we know that's. I mean, that's not
in,
real.
St. Olaf.
But the way that she says stuff,
I think it's Michigan, but it's actually but
when she does the talk, when she does that talking or whatever that she talks about, and she floating, and all that type of stuff.
Be like, is this another one of your Flugenberg?
But listen, you guys, laughing is good for your soul. I know y'all probably noticed that I laugh all the time on the show. And that's always been with me since I was little. Even when I was in elementary school, I would get caught laughing all the time. I'm in church, I'm laughing. If something is funny happening or if I see something, I'm going to laugh.
And I can attest to that because even as an adult, when we're in church and there's something funny going on, I did not look at Jay.
Don't look at me.
Look at her. We just like.
Don't look at me because I am going to laugh. So again, I know y'all see me laugh all the time, but it helps. And I was just so tickled earlier when she was talking about the dude with the
interrupted teeth.
Yes, because I mean, you have your preference. You like what you like, and I'm not knocking anybody, but that was really funny. That really tickled me. And then your grandmother. Yeah, that really tickled me. So at the end of the day, you might cry, and it's okay. But sometimes we can sit back and laugh at those hard times. So there's a lot of things that I have ended up laughing at that in the beginning I started out crying. And a year or two later, I could sit back and be like, oh, my God, that was so funny. Pretty much like the cabbage in your bra when you go to the hospital after you just had a baby a week ago. I was so embarrassed. And I wonder whoever that EMR person was. When I say EMR, I'm talking about electronic medical record. Whoever the ER guy or the EMT guy, whoever. I can't remember if it was the EMT guy or by the time I got to the hospital. But that's when they took him out. And I had to tell the woman, I was like, ma'am.
They were stinking.
Yeah.
They were?
Because, they had gotten so warm. And I can't remember how long. I can't remember. I don't cook the cabbage. Because like I said, my temperature shot up to 105.
We had cabbage stew in a bra.
In a bra. Yeah, I mean, they were wilted. I was so embarrassed. I was like, ma'am.
You should just have some salad dressing.
No. Yeah, and I just, told her, I was
Oh,
like,
look, finish cooking them. Put
yeah,
them in some
I
water.
mean, at that point they were already done. But yeah, I mean, we have things that happen, and sometimes it's good, even if somebody's dealing with something, sometimes it's not good to call them and ask them about that. Sometimes it's just good to just call and say, "Hey, lady, what you up to? What you doing? You feel like going to get something to eat, or do you want me to come over and clean up for you, or wash some clothes or something?" But sometimes you don't have to say anything at all. Sometimes you can just be off the subject and just kind of check on them and just make sure that they're okay. Sit down and watch a movie that makes you laugh. Something that's funny. And I have been looking at Designing Women, the Sugar Bakers. And let me tell you something. I know who I am on that character, and I am Julia, honey. Because I will tell Julia is my girl. Julia go off on the people. You hear me? And she does it so
So
beautiful.
eloquently.
Yes, very eloquently. And she just does it with class. And I'm like, that is so me. I am Julia.
So will we be going on a Designing Women cruise after we get back from our Golden Girls cruise?
I mean, we could. We sure could. So yeah, so just sometimes just when you check in, just check on people, just check and see how they're doing, check and see what they're up to. Even if you know that they have dealt with a traumatic experience, you don't necessarily have to ask about that. But just ask them, hey, do you mind if I come over and, maybe we can watch a movie, have a bottle of wine, or you need any help with anything, or you just want to get out the house and, let's walk around the park. Just anything, but just being there for people and just talking to them and just laughing, it's really good for the soul. So today we just wanted to check in. We just wanted to laugh. We didn't have like any hardcore, content today. And this week, look, we're just trying to get through. I know I am.
It's just been rough.
It has been a rough week for the both of us, and she really could have canceled this show. She could have canceled it for your sister tonight because I am like so tired. I'm telling you, and I'm a night hawk, but this whole time change. Again, if I'm being ignorant, I apologize, but I really thought it was for the farmers. But just set your clocks. Tell the rooster not to crow until he gonna crow anyway when the sun come up. So the rooster don't know if it's 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. He just gonna crow when the sun come up. I'm just saying.
Wait, is that a rooster? Girl, I don't even know my birds.
But anyway, I don't know. But maybe I'm being ignorant, but at the same token, I'm just being funny. The time change has really got me jacked up this week.
Yeah, and just life's got me jacked up this week.
and me too. And me too. I ain't even going to front.
Laugh. You gotta
we
laugh.
have to. We have to laugh. We have to have a good time. We
We're
are.
Stop in Germany.
Germany put us on the map. So,
so thank you.
Thank you, Germany. So
anyway, guys, we're going to sign off.
Sign off.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for our listeners and our viewers who
Thank you.
stuck and stayed with us through this here moment that we're having.
Yeah, we're just having a moment. Having a moment.
Hopefully it'll allow you guys to reflect on life and just laugh, have fun, and check in.
Check in.
So, having said that, guys,
we're checking out.
And yes.
We're checking out. Literally.
Yes.
I am so tired.
We love y'all.
We love you guys.
We'll see you next week.
All right. Take care. Bye.